What's up and welcome back everyone. If you're new to the channel, what I do here is I'm trying to make money online, I'm trying to grow online businesses, and I'm using this channel to document how I'm doing this and to connect with other people who are like-minded or who know much more than I do and learn from them. And the first online business that I'm growing is an Amazon FBA business. So if you're interested in this stuff, please subscribe. In this video, I have a crazy update in my FBA journey. So in my last video, I talked about how much it cost me to launch a product, and I started selling a few days after that video, and it's been I think about 2 weeks, October 2nd, today is October 14th I think, or 13th, and I'm already running out of inventory, as in today or tomorrow. It's insane. I did not expect this. I expected to sell much less. Let me just show you. Let me just refresh to see if there's any new sales. Here you go. Can you see this? This is from just the first 2 weeks of selling. Can you see how much in sales I've done? Now this is not profit, this is the total sales, $29.61 in just 2 weeks. My profit margin is about 40%. So if you do the math, that's a lot of money for just 2 weeks. To be honest, I did not expect this. I still don't believe it. It's just numbers on a screen, but that's what happened. Now I need to restock, I need to reorder. So I'm making this video to show you guys exactly how I sold this much in just the first 2 weeks. And there's one reason really, and that is because I'm ranking first for so many of my keywords, which means that when someone is searching for that product, one of the first listings that they see is mine. And I only started 2 weeks ago. So let me tell you how I did it. Now before we start, last week I started a contest giveaway where I'm giving you guys the chance to have a call with me for either coaching, questions, or just discussing FBA for free. And all you have to do is like and comment on this video and click on the bell. I will show you how to do that right now. Now this bell will notify you whenever I post, because for some reason YouTube doesn't always notify my subscribers when I post. So that will help you and will help me. And then once you do that, I choose someone randomly. And last week's winner is this person. Please contact me on Instagram so that we schedule this call. Contact me right here. I'm gonna try to edit, boom, Instagram right here. So now let's talk about how I ranked first. So hopefully you guys can learn from this and sell as much as I did. I mean, today only, if you can see this here, $600 in sales. It's insane. It's insane what you can do while doing nothing. I'm at work just refreshing and I'm like, 50 bucks, 100, 200. And I'm like, what is happening? So I broke it down into 5 steps, 5 very simple steps right here. 1, the title. Now your title needs to be perfect. It needs to be optimized. It needs to have all the keywords that a potential customer might look for when searching for this product. I like to break it down to a few parts, where the first part is your most broad keyword, your most important keyword that someone would look for. The second part would be the features in this product. The third part would be what comes with it. The fourth would be who this is for. And the last one would be what is it for or where is it used. Number 2, bullet points. Now when someone wants to buy something on Amazon and they type in whatever words or whatever combination of words, Amazon will go search for these words first in your title, and then in your description, and then in your backend keyword. So your description has to have all the important keywords for your product. Everything that might describe your product. So a good example, I'm just gonna put a screenshot here of a listing that I think is a good example. So as you see here, it's a bunch of sentences, and at the beginning of each sentence, there's a few words that are in all caps, and those should be the highlights of what the sentence is about. And when you're making your bullet point, keep in mind that you should include not just what your product is and what it does, but also it's very important to show the problem that your product is solving. So of course, have what your product does and what it has, but think about why the customer wants this product and write that out. Write that this product will solve X and X problem. So that's how you need to think about bullet points. Now, number 3, your backend keywords. All of these are important. Backend keywords are just as important because this is one of the ways that Amazon ranks your product. Between page 1 or page 20, the difference is with your keywords, with your backend keywords and everything else that I mentioned. So what's important with this and what you should keep in mind, write this down somewhere. Don't use keywords that Amazon doesn't like. What does that mean? I'll put a link below to what Amazon likes and doesn't like, or a screenshot, whatever works. And the summary of that is don't put brand names, your own or someone else's. Don't put iPhone, don't put Nike, don't put any brand name. Don't put words that don't describe your product. And the most important one is don't have too many keywords. Exactly how many? You should have a maximum of 250 characters, not including spaces. And I know there's many sources that say 250, 1,000, no one is sure, but I tried this. I had over 800 characters and I was on page 13. I managed to bring them down to about 300 characters, I jumped from page 13 to page 3 instantly, and then down to 250, 240 something, and I ended up on page 1. So I'm pretty sure it's not a coincidence, and I highly advise that you do the same thing. So how do you choose your keywords? What I did was I used an online service that lets you take someone else's listing, does a reverse ASIN on it, and gives you exactly what their backend keywords are. So of course you'd want to choose your competitors that are most highly ranked, which means that they're doing a very good job with their keywords. Take them, reverse ASIN, and get the keywords. What I did was, I did it for 3 different ASINs. I compared all 3. I saw what makes sense and what doesn't make sense. Don't just take them, copy and paste them. Look at them. If some of them don't make sense, then remove them. And that service I used was not free. I think it was $20 max. I'm pretty sure it wasn't more than that. And after this, what really made the difference was I used a Chrome extension called KW Index Checker. KW as in keyword. So KW Index Checker Chrome extension, it's a free extension. And what this does is after you have your backend keywords in your listing, you put in your own ASIN and it shows you which keywords are indexing and which ones are not. The ones that are not means that Amazon isn't picking them up, which means they're affecting your ranking negatively or just wasting space in your keywords. Remove those, either add others, change them up a bit, and then do that check again until all of your characters are indexing. And one last tip I have for you for keywords is have at least 5 or 6 of your main keywords translated into Spanish, because there's a huge Latino community in the US, especially if you're selling in the US, which I am, and some of them just search products in Spanish. So you'll be getting more customers that you might not have been able to target. Now, number 4 is your photos. Your photos are very important. I know I keep saying everything's very important. That's because they all are, but especially your main picture has to be different from all your competitors. I see so many products that sell on Amazon. You put in the main keyword and it's all the same pictures or very similar pictures with different angles. This could be a good thing because you can come in and just change one tiny thing, maybe a color, maybe you can add a small addition to your product that no one else is selling. Anything you can do so that when someone is scrolling, they look at your picture and it grabs their attention. Get creative with this one. Now, your other pictures inside also have to be very good. They have to describe the product and make sure that they're at least 1,000 by 1,000 pixels so that when someone scrolls on them, they zoom in. Mine are 2,000 by 2,000 at least, and that makes them look much more professional and much nicer. And how I got my pictures was, as I said in my last video, I sent a sample to the Philippines. That cost me $20 only to send, and their service wasn't too expensive, but I wasn't too happy with it. So I just took the photos, not even photoshopped them. I used Paint and Canva.com to fix a few things, and they look much better after I fixed them. Finally, number 5 is your launching. After you've done all this hard work, this is what it comes down to. If you get this wrong, you could rank eventually, but it's going to be a bit tougher. But if you get this right, then you could, just like me, end up on the first page as the #1 listing within the first week. And that's a rocket that I tried to draw. Ignore it if you want. So what was my launching strategy that got me all these sales and shot me to #1 on the first page? What I did was, I did the 999 method, which I hope you're familiar with. If not, then message me and I'll tell you exactly what to do. And that method gives you exactly how much your sellers are selling every day. So you do that for about a week before your product gets to Amazon. And let's say you see that your sellers are selling 7, 8, or 10 products a day. What you want to do is match those sales for a few days. Why? Because they're on the first page because Amazon is seeing that they're getting that many sales. If you show Amazon that you're selling as much as the people on the first page, then Amazon's gonna love you because they're making money off of you and bring you with these guys or above these guys. So once you figured out exactly how much you're selling, you're gonna need to do giveaways every day. I did for 3 days and it was enough for me. And I did not use a paid service such as JumpSend or Viral Launch. I haven't tried those yet. What I did was I talked to my friends in the US and I told them to ask their friends to buy my product, because if you're friends with the person on Facebook or on Instagram, not sure about Instagram, but Amazon can know and you can get in trouble for doing fake giveaways or fake reviews. So I asked a few of those people every day to buy my product, and once they got the product, they would review it for me, but not before. So I did that steadily for 3 days. That's where you see those 3 here, and you see the difference between this and those, because this is exactly how much I was expecting to sell per day. I was not expecting to sell that much, like today and yesterday and the day before. That's why I'm running out of inventory. So when you're doing that, make sure, it's very important to do this, not to send them the link of the product to buy, but to ask them to search for the most broad keyword or for whatever keyword that you want to be on the first page for. The first 3 sales, my product wasn't ranked yet, which means it wasn't even on any of those pages. So I gave them a direct link. The next ones, I searched for my product and it was on page 15, I think. and I told my friends, search these keywords, go to page 15 and buy my product, which looks like this. So this shows Amazon that someone is searching for this item in general, and they organically went to your listing and bought your product because they liked yours over 15 pages of other products. So do this for 3 days at least. Along with all the other tips that I gave you, you are almost guaranteed, I don't want to say guaranteed, but it's almost impossible for you not to be on one of the first 2 pages or the 3rd page. I want to say first page, but try it. Let me know what happens. Let me know in the comments, please, if you have any questions. I know I talked about so many different tips. If you want more help, enter the giveaway, you might win, or contact me on Facebook. I'm always helping people there. And if you like this video, please leave a thumbs up so I know I should do more of these videos. Subscribe if you want to see more and if you want to see what happens next. If you want to see how the hell I'm going to find money to restock, since I'm running out of stock and Amazon doesn't pay you until like 2-3 weeks, subscribe to see that. Don't forget to enter the contest. I'm doing this in every video. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.